1 day ago, solid 7 upvotes, but plenty of comments. I get called boring 9 times out of 10 because I decided I want to use magic. I have a strat that I am trying to perfect and people like to bitch about it. Because PvP in this game is toxic. Opponents want you to run a unique of meta interesting build and be skilled, but not too skilled that they lose. Mages are also hard counters to the passive trust meta you will find in the Colosseum. Honestly, it doesn't start like half bad, because this is actually real mentality, by the way. That being said, mages are also hard counters to the passive trust meta you will find in the Colosseum. They are not. There is no hard counters in this game at all. Like, this is not freaking MOBA game, so this is essentially like super wrong. Mages basically benefit in the arena out of the fact that the areas itself that you are fighting in are fucked. Like, they are too big, and because of that, especially if you're gonna equip light roll that is just borderline broken and denies any sort of spacing. You just can't spam your bullshit like a fucking moron. Oh, speaking of Restless, apparently actually mentions the light roll over here too. Here you go. Reason people have to pull out thrusting weapons with good forward momentum in the first place. This is actually true. If you are fighting the light roller, this is one of the ways how you can legitimately like beat them, because there is no point to fight against light rolling mage. They are wasting time because they are not learning anything. They are just abusing broken mechanics of the game. Watch some moron on YouTube basically saying that what I'm playing is broken too. Yes, it is. But there is a reason why I have to use it, because you are using the brain that setup, so I have to go with something equal, as simple as that. They are just jealous you are smarter than them. Melee builds cannot afford much investment in intelligence. True and real. Everyone is talking about how spamming spells is no fun. Spamming melee is also not fun. Spamming is not fun, agreed. But having builds in PvP that are not the same knight or unga bunga build is definitely fun. I don't want to play against the same generic PvP dude all the time. I love to be surprised by Orthodox... In Orthodox? Whatever, Ashes of War that I didn't see coming, or a sudden spell out of nowhere, or just straight up different build. That would be kind of funny if this guy would be a hater of the menu swaps, saying that it ruins immersion and that you're supposed to use the soft swap slots, because this is definitely the only intended way how the game's supposed to be played. Whereas having this opinion, but this is like my fantasy, honestly. There is that idea of, hey, tryhards are boring because they are playing with the same setups, yeah, because they are meta. Therefore, like, the game is boring and so on, which, honestly, I kinda don't understand the idea, because, yes, someone might have the freaking dual pokey PSGS setup. And then the another dude might have something like that too, sure. There is a thing though, you literally have different playstyles. And the fact that the same person is using similar builds with the same weapons doesn't mean that they are going to play in the same way. You are not going to have two players approaching the same wave dashing. You are not going to have two same players using the handy tech in the same way. Like, they are going to have different freaking soft swaps or hard swaps, and because of that, even though the same build appears on the arena a few times, it doesn't mean the experience is going to be the same. So this argument was always kind of fucking bad to me. It always sparked kind of scrubbish approach, that like very short-sighted approach, I would say. It's kind of shame that people don't really see the fact that there might be a lot of the variety, even though people play similar builds, yeah? I think most people just find it boring running circles for 3 minutes because Timmy wanted to shoot 15 comments in a row without a single thought going through his head. About the thing of magic basically, well, being kind of brain dead, what this guy is saying, essentially, yeah? Like, this is a beautiful video from good old times before the arena. These two guys are mages. I've made, like, off-meta mages, like, with full fucking spells, yeah? Honestly, how the fuck he didn't get hit? Like, dude, I don't know who find it fucking impressive. Like, this is so dog shit. Like, I don't understand. It is just like a matter of, haha, I see the freaking pretty colors going through the screen, therefore it's cool. Like, I don't know, it is... I have a hard time understanding how the fuck someone sees this. Like, literally just an absolute fucking scrap duel between two people that just randomly casting the spells and be like, oh yeah, that's a fucking great gameplay, yeah? I mean, it's probably the same type of people that come into my comment section and saying that, oh my god, great spears are freaking boring because it's only a crouch poke, so it's basically scraps, yeah? That literally don't fucking see anything besides the first layer, yeah? Oh my fucking god, dude, this is so bad. And there is that problem with magic overall, yeah? In this game, it's not like it was in Dark Souls 2. Let me actually pull off the tournament to show you. Here we are seeing Turlix on, well, essentially a mage build. It was a tournament from Dark Souls 2. It's from 2014. And the spells had to be mixed around and so on. And essentially magic was something that required a lot of the thought process. You was not only leveling up the intelligence in game, you had to level up intelligence in real life for the sake of to utilize it. Elden Ring magic is not like that, and honestly, fighting mages is indeed a waste of time for someone that don't want to have a completely fucking brain-dead duel. Simple as that. Let me get it clear. It doesn't mean that there is no impressive magic in Elden Ring, yeah? You can see some impressive magical shenanigans for sure, yeah? And, or differently, it was possible to have this type of funny stuff. There is one problem though. From Software at some point removed so-called chain casting, and I am not talking here about glitch casting, which is still in the game. They removed chain casting, which essentially was also a bug, but let's say it was interesting to the point a lot of people were just saying that chain casting supposed to stay in the game, or they were like protecting the statement that it is definitely not a glitch. It was, well, it was a glitch, it got removed. Point being, removal of chain casting doesn't allow you to be impressive mage anymore. The playstyle nowadays with the magic is rather fucking bland. It is just casting the spells. And yeah, it's basically as simple as that. Yeah, there is like overall huge problem with magic in Elden Ring, that it is ultimately, especially when the mage is part of the gang, it's just boring as I click button and I wait what's going to happen without much of the thought process. You have still people that trying to make magic actually interesting, and one of them is, for example, a guy called Cadman. And this guy, for once, he is attempting to make magic actually look interesting. He is figuring out the combos and so on. It is somewhat even interesting to some extent. It's just that it's not it. It's not even close to the skill ceiling that previously magic had with the spell casting or spell cancelling, whatever, like however you're gonna call it, yeah? Like the animation cancels for the magic. Chain casting? Yeah, chain casting. Mages are massively advantageous in the arena since there is no cover. I mean, like, yeah, this is why fighting mages is just fucking annoying, yeah? Because the fucking spot is humongous. And yet again, this is what essentially a tournament were held on. Yeah, this is basically size of the arena in the tournament that you can see here. It's still by some people considered too big. By the way, very cool gags from the patch 1.05. Very beloved freaking playstyle by so many gamers. It's my point being, the size of the arena makes for basically shit fights because there is so much fucking space around, and Nowadays, essentially, this is how the modded arena for the tournaments looking like. Yeah, it's just a freaking rectangle. Yeah, it's as simple as that. And it allows for the corner pressure and all the other stuff. It's so much better, yeah? The arenas in Elden Ring, the vanilla game, are just fucking dog shit, yeah? It's map designed where if you decide to run away forever, you can last till the match is over. G9 had a video where he was presenting it just like rolling around and running away for 15 minutes straight in the video, and funny. Very cool. I mean, he was trying to make the point, yeah, and he made a good point. Because mages hard counter the passive thrust meta? Hey, this is another comment like that. Don't worry about the opinions of PvP people, they would complain no matter what you used. It's the other way around. Why this is actually a repetitive theme? I mean, this is for upvotes type of comment, and overall this thread is not very popular, but if the thread would be bigger, if thread would be more popular, I wonder if there would be more comments of this type. It's completely reversed. It is the thrusting weapons that are actually counter to the mages, and especially light rolling ones. As simple as that. I think we can finish with this comment. Why do you care? As an answer to the guy who made this post. It doesn't matter that someone is hating on your playstyle if you enjoy playing in such way. I, for example, if I won't enjoy playing with you, I'm just gonna block you, and vice versa. If you don't like how I play, we can just block each other. It's not a big problem. It's going for everyone. It's by no means by talking about magic overall here, I want to diminish someone for playing on mages. I'm just stating the fact that magic in this game is not as cool as it could be. And especially, you're gonna see it more the better you are at the game overall. As simple as that.
Hello, gamer. Memory's broken. Room goes unspoken.